Okay, boys and girls, today we're talking about similes and metaphors. And this might be something that you already know a little bit about, but I'm just going to do a quick little review and a little practice with you. And then you will be able to do your own worksheet on your own. So looking at here, similes versus metaphors, if you haven't noticed, it is Star Wars themed. We have up here a simile compares two things using like or as. That like or as right there is super, super important. It's a simile if it has like or as. If it doesn't, then it's not a simile. So your examples down here show you she is as slow as an injured turtle. The boy is as sneaky as a fox. Your brother runs like the wind, and their fingers were like ice cubes. So they're comparing two things, and they're using like or as. So the first one, they're comparing a girl, she, to an injured turtle, a boy to a fox, your brother running, they're comparing it to the wind, and they're comparing their fingers to ice cubes. So again, big thing to remember here is that a simile is comparing two things, and it's using those words like or as. And now we have metaphors. And a metaphor also compares two things, but it doesn't. It's without. It doesn't use like or as. So a metaphor says that one thing is actually something else. And metaphors sometimes are tricky to create on your own. They're kind of easy to figure out because if they're comparing two things and they don't have like or as, it's easy to say that it's a metaphor. But when you are trying to create your own, sometimes it can be a little trickier. But these compare two things, and you have this first one. The toddler is a wild tornado. She is an angel when she sings. His grandpa was a giant teddy bear. Her eyes are a deep, dark ocean. So they're comparing the toddler to a tornado, her to an angel when she's singing. The grandpa is being compared to a teddy bear, and her eyes are being compared to the deep, dark ocean. Now, you know they're a metaphor because is a toddler really a wild tornado? No. She's not really an angel when she sings. She just sounds angelic. Is somebody's grandpa really a giant teddy bear? No. It's just saying that he's probably just really cuddly and maybe looks really nice and comforting. And are her eyes really a deep, dark ocean? No, they're just maybe a deep, dark blue color like the ocean. And then we come down here and there's a little bit of a practice. So it says, read the similes below and underline two things being compared, okay? So we have the metal slide was as hot as a frying pan on the school playground. So think about, I'll give you a second, what two things are being compared? And you should have said metal slide and frying pan. Good job if that's what you picked. As they marched through the snowy forest, the trees were like giants guarding them. So what two things are being compared here? Very good. You should have picked trees and giants. So they're comparing the trees to giants. And then we're going to come down here to these metaphors. We're going to compare two things here. The laughter of children is music to my ears. What are they comparing? So they're comparing the laughter of children to music. And number two, the fast runner is a lightning bolt on the track. What two things are being compared here? If you said the fast runner and lightning bolt, you are correct. So your next job is to take the worksheet that's attached to the assignment, and you're going to read the similes and metaphors, see what they're comparing, and then you are going to get to create your own similes and metaphors by filling in some blanks. Have fun.